world of difference. But they're matched up against a Ganon player right now. I think Ptet is going Ganondorf. That is not as pressing of a matchup where you really need to close things out. Like, it's not like a Fox where, like, Fox gets back on stage untouched, then it's like, oh, you're gonna get back here and that's over. It's like, what does Ganondorf do if, like, he manages to get back?
This matchup sucks.
It's awful, yeah.
I'll say it plain and simple. Once again, this is a bad matchup. But still very scary. I mean, just the threat of, man, if he gets one hit and one read, I'm just kind of dead. But that's every Falco matchup, pretty much.
Yeah, there are ways for Ganon to just instantly end the bird, but it's kind of like with the way that Falco can really play patient, play keep away. It's like that has to line up the right way, you know? And
Yeah.
it's like with Ganon getting an opening on a character that's as fragile as Falco, there are a lot of potential openings where it just doesn't lead to the disastrous combo game that you need to make it work. Ptet, obviously Ptet has been around for as long as I have, longer than I have. Ptet's the one who got me into the game, kind of. And Ptet, obviously, a very experienced Ganon player. But how do you push this character?
Sometimes, not even all the time. It's like I watch Ganon play against any top tier.
It's really
and
difficult.
I'm just like, what do you do?
I think the one thing that Ganon has that's really important is just that, like, getting hit by any move can be scary. It's not
just
that
the fear of it.
Yeah, like,
but it's like
you get knocked down very early.
If someone is playing confidently against Ganon and like knows how to shut him down, it's just I feel like there's only so much that this character can do.
And that's another hard part of this matchup that you just saw right there, is that sometimes the mix-ups that Spaceys have on the recovery makes it hard for Ganon to close things out. Ganon needs that edge guard, and if he tries to go for like a pinpoint edge guard with like a back air, placing it in one spot and misses it, then it goes badly from there, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a nice three-piece. Oh, and we might see it.
Oh.
That's the kind of just tearing the stock apart. Falco not really having a whole lot Falco can do at that moment.
Falco's recovery is so good. It just does not go far.
Yeah, it's the threat of the mix-up, not the distance. And it's like if Ganon can get Falco in the right spot or make a call out, then the stock is over. But making that call out can be risky.
Ganon is so lucky he has that jab, man.
His jab is arguably
It's
one of
so
the best, if not, it might be like top 3 jabs. It is like a pretty integral part of Ganon's neutral.
Tomahawk.
Okay, yeah, and Ptet definitely familiar with like all of the Ganon throw follow-ups here. And I think he might be going for an F tilt. Okay, that's oh my gosh.
That was close.
That was the stock. Ptet came to win today. And whether you can do it with Ganon, whether anybody could do this with Ganon, I don't know. But, you know, Ptet in form where he is ready to go all the way. I think both these players are ready to go all the way.
Good follow-up.
Okay, that grab was...
Gets ledge. Bit of
All
a
right,
desperate side B.
This is the scary part for Henry. Like, when they get knocked off stage...
it's just so scary. Like, you want to be back on stage now. Like,
yeah.
It's so hard to take your time.
I mean, I think that the answer is that, like, against Ganondorf, you just don't ever want to be in that position where you're banking the entire game off of one recovery and then you get a little bit too antsy.
Yeah.
You need to have the recoveries ready for that spot.
Banger definitely got a bit antsy and jumped the gun there. A few too many panic side Bs will cost you.
Ptet, right off the bat, showing he knows how to play around lasers on this stage. Like, Ptet knows how Ganon ticks very well. And Banger maybe does...
Dropping it.
Banger, like, going here is kind of a matchup check. And that's not something
Shout out
that...
to Common, just got us some water.
The combo
What a
man.
good guy. What a tech, by the way. Ptet's defensive play has been very good. I think Ptet's played extremely well.
Yeah, it's
but
very good, yeah.
talking to Banger a fair bit today, they think that they are playing extremely well. At least leading up to this set, not sure how they're feeling right now.
Yeah, got it. You can't feel very good after that last game where it's like they just needed the one solid recovery, and it's like getting antsy against Ganondorf is so bad.
It's just, he's scary, man.
But Banger playing the patient game right now, and while Ptet is doing his best to play around these lasers, it's just Banger's not leaving many openings.
Banger's doing a great job stepping out.
Oh, that double jump is gone.
Is that a dead Falco? Oh my god.
That's so
Just
tough.
like that. One double jump in the wrong spot and you're just gone.
Yeah, and I don't know what that double jump is for. It's like maybe a flub, but just like getting hit by a knockdown at 30 without double jump against
Clean
Ganon.
it up. We're still even.
Yeah. So scary. Like, they lost that entire stock to one misstep.
I hope that Banger keeps playing this game plan because it was working. It was just that one little slip up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's easy
well.
to get hit and die and then be like, oh, guess what I was doing wasn't working. I need to do something completely different, and then you just lose.
And this is one of the characters that like
Should be
tries
a dead
to end
Ganon.
you, and you do have to play for that long game. You can't get
Very
discouraged.
Ganon is just already is so limited in his movement, and especially with no platform slide-offs. It's just, oh, that's a dead bird. This is scary.
All right, you really need a solid open up here. Those aerials were safe, but not what you wanted, and that shine not leading into anything.
Oh,
But
not quite. Oh, drifted too far back. Gonna close that one out.
yeah, if Henry can end these games in that kind of fashion, then it doesn't really leave a lot of room for them to mess up.
They're
And I think
definitely
that's
both feeling some nerves.
yeah, that's what you really want. I feel like as both players, you want to win in a fashion where you're not risking too much to close out the games, because that's where it swings so much. Okay, that's a fantastic combo to start off, and the push-off.
That was scary.
The push-off worked in their favor.
That's a dead Ganon. I mean, you kill earlier as Ganon here, but this is Falco's home, man.
Yeah, it's like Falco
loves
can
this stage.
Falco can play the long game, play very campy, but it's like when you're on a small stage like this, how do you get away from Falco's aerials and his shield pressure? There's just no way to space it out. I think that's like one of the biggest strengths of Falco in general, is just like Falco can find a way to be comfortable with any kind of stage space. And Ptet kind of off kilter for that second stock. Now he's on his third stock, close to his last, and it's
So there's kind of two different schools of thought with how to beat Falcon. And
Falco.
No, Ganon. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
And one of them is like you hit him before his move comes out because all of his moves are so slow, or because he's so slow, you whip punish. And Henry's been doing a great job mixing in both, and I think he's been catching Ptet in the startup of his moves a lot.
Yeah,
and they've been capitalizing really well.
I remember one of the things that I heard Cody Schwab say on Ganondorf was just like, oh, you just up air him when he tries to throw out an aerial. And that's very true. It's like Ganon can just like short. Oh, what is that movement?
Whoa, they're feeling it.
Okay, okay.
All right, man. Relax, relax. They're feeling it now.
Yeah,
I like to see it.
Ptet really needs this call out, and not quite getting it. This neutral spot is still
You're
favorable.
chilling.
Okay,
Oh.
okay, yep.
Catches
Gets the
that.
conversion. Randall getting in the mix more often than not so far.
Getting that grab.
Okay. Yeah, that down smash is like kind of a mix-up, but it would have led to so much. And now Ptet, who kind of banks this game on that down smash, is playing from a really bad spot.
I mean, that's what Ganon has to do, right? It's like you read a roll with the stomp, you down smash a no tech.
Okay.
It's like you can't really do it all. That was a crazy string.
And
Beautiful from
all it
Ptet.
takes is like a mistake by the bird.
A
which
mistake, a fair, a grab. Yeah, see,
Okay.
reading that roll out. That could have been the game right there.
Is
You
not,
got that right.
reading the roll wrong twice is.
That's a dead Ganon. Able to close that out.
If he got one of those rolls correctly, then that game could have gone in his favor.
Henry looking a lot more comfortable. The fire is definitely under Ptet right now, whereas it was under Henry.
And where does he go after that? Like maybe Fountain.
I feel like he almost might be inclined to go back because he started like doing better towards the end. Yeah.
All right.
It's hard to say. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Ganon just sucks, man.
Ganon's really bad.
Yeah.
I think
It's
like
just like
one of the most important things, or
it's
like,
like it's probably still just Yoshi's, but it still just doesn't feel great. Great air dodge to get through that up air.
like the best thing you could do against Ganon is just like not let him play the game, and that's
Oh,
that's rough.
that's
Oh,
that's a dead
okay,
Falco.
right back at Banger. Now we're back to even stocks.
What Ganon does have to be very mindful about is knowing when he needs to be mixing in these tomahawk grabs, because there's only so much Ganon can do, and like grab is such an important option that Ganon has.
It's like the grab doesn't necessarily lead to much for Falco, but you just kind of want to give Ganon that sense of hopelessness that no matter what he does, there's no way to win neutral.
Because every time Ganon gets a grab, he kind of like, he rolls a dice. He's like...
Until he gets to that later percent where he does have the chain grab.
He does have a chain grab. It's very hard. But if you're not confident in the chain grab, you're basically just rolling the dice every time you get a grab. That's unfortunate.
Randall
is being a little goofy guy right now.
I'm gonna say it. I don't like Randall.
That was nice.
And that's one of the reasons why.
Big Randall fan.
I don't like him.
I think the goofy stuff is what makes Melee Melee. Oh, they're scrapping. They are scrapping.
Okay, this is really difficult. And Henry Banger does not mind a bit in the world to take a risk here.
That's going to be it. It's 137. Shout out Iowa.
Shout out to Iowa.
Shout out Iowa, man.
137.
Good stuff from both players. Some unfortunate flubs on both sides' ends. But very explosive set. A lot of fun to watch.
Now, who are we getting next?